Hello lovely dancers, my name is Aisha and welcome back to Belly Dance Tutorials. In today's class I would like to talk about various types of dance subgenres that are used in belly dancing. In today's class I would like to go over some of the dance styles or dance rhythms that are embedded in a raq sharqi performance. They have trickled into belly dancing. Even though they are still Arabic, they are not belly dance songs or belly dance styles per se, but they have trickled into belly dance shows. And I would like to talk about some of these. Some of them are parts of a méjancé, méjancé or an entrance song. Usually has different rhythms back to back and different styles, and then the dancer can show off their abilities, their skills. Sometimes there are standalone dances. You can do a whole number based on one of these Arabic styles, but they are not in the raq sharqi realm, so they are not considered belly dance shows. And they come from folkloric shows, from folkloric styles in the Middle Eastern area. And I would like to say that some of them are actually not suitable for belly dancing, but you can still incorporate a little bit of them in your routine. All right, so let's get going over these subgenres. The most common one is Saidi, which is pretty much a belly dance style by now. But Saidi comes from the southern part, from Upper Egypt, and it's based on the folkloric dance style. I'm not going to go over the history and everything else, but I will link down below videos that illustrate the music and the style for this particular genres that I'm going to talk about. So when you hear a Saidi dance, you want to add a little bit of Saidi steps. Even if you don't have a cane or tahtib, you can still do some Saidi styling in that portion of the dance, right? So that's pretty common and pretty well known for belly dancers. Let's see, I'll probably even illustrate some of these rhythms from my playlist here, so I'm going to play a little bit of that, so you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So this was a pretty common Saidi rhythm. You are probably familiar with that. Another style that I want to talk about is the Khaleeji. Khaleeji comes from the Gulf region, or Saudi. It comes from Saudi Arabia, and it's traditionally it's a folkloric dance for women in the Gulf area. And traditionally, it's a group dance, so more women are dancing. They have specific moves and a specific music. You probably have heard about it, and maybe you even learned about the Khaleeji, which is a lot enhanced for stage by Russian dancers in particular. But Khaleeji music is not belly dance music as we perform it, but it does have specific moves. And if you hear the rhythm in your méjancé, or you want to do a whole number on Khaleeji, you know what it is and what it's not. Yeah. So learn some of the moves and learn more about it, so you can incorporate more authentic moves in your routine. So I'm gonna play a little bit of a song from that area, Saudi Arabia area, and yeah, I'll play a little bit. This is a pop song, but it sounds very traditional. You'll hear the same rhythm in many songs. I'll scroll forward a little bit. Let's see. This is very typical rhythm for Khaleeji. All right. Now I'll move on to the next style that you maybe know about. It's called Kawleeya, or Iraqi style. It comes from certain ethnic groups from Iraq. I'm gonna play a little bit as a demo. The Russian dancers created really complex, complicated, and advanced choreographies based on the Kawleeya rhythm. And it also stems from, folkloric or social dance in certain areas in Iraq. So it's good to know about the styling and how to incorporate steps that are specific when you hear that in a song. So I'm gonna play a little demonstration, a little demo from an Iraqi song. This is a slower one. This is a typical rhythm. And the drum in the back. All right. And one more, which is probably the most known in the belly dance area. So I will link down below videos, links to YouTube videos on these styles. Now, sometimes it's Debke. Yeah, let's talk about Debke. Debke is a line dance, a line dance from mostly Levant area, Lebanon, Palestine, Jordan. It has a specific sound and a specific measure. And when you hear it, you want to know a little bit of the Debke steps and try to incorporate in your routine. So I'm gonna play a demo, a little segment from a song. So this usually involves a big drum. It's called davul. It has several different other names, but it's like a big drum that, a drummer played during the dance or during the show. So these are some of them that are most commonly used in belly dance shows. So what happens? Well, what happened a long time ago, so a while ago, people or dancers in Egypt started to have audience members from other Middle Eastern countries, from Saudi Arabia, Lebanon, and so on. So they tried to incorporate sounds or music that was familiar to them, to recognize the audience and to show their respects. And of course, if the music played, they had to dance. So they incorporated moves that are specific to these styles. But again, this is not typical belly dance. And sometimes you may get invited to dance at an ethnic party, and the family may be from Iraq, from Iran, from Persia, from Lebanon, or from other countries. And they maybe expect you to play music from their country. And I think you can do that to a certain extent, but the music just doesn't work for our belly dance moves and styling. So it's really a stretch to do a whole song or a whole show based on that music. And you should talk with your customers about the music that you use. And make sure that they understand that you're going to use classical or typical Egyptian songs or Arabic songs that are used in belly dance, and not necessarily from their country, but you can add maybe a song or two, or add Egyptian songs or Arabic songs that have a section that is from based on that folkloric style. So yeah, I wanted just to go. There are probably other types of rhythms from the Middle East that have trickled into belly dance shows. So I hope this helps you a little bit with understanding the music, with choosing your music, choosing your moves, and you will explore this further, because it's nice to actually explore all of these folkloric styles by their own, because you may want to do a solo or a dance number in that style, Kawleeya or Khaleeji, the whole number, knowing that that's actually not belly dance as we know it. It's not sharqi. And it's nice to know about these cultures and the music, and if you have a méjancé that has these rhythms embedded here and there, you want to recognize the rhythms and do specific moves to this music style. All right, I hope this helped you a little bit to to understand the music and to increase your knowledge about belly dancing. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Keep watching my channel, because I'm gonna add more videos very soon. Until next time, shimmy shimmy.